Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, we have some breaking news. China has paid for liquid natural gas using the yuan instead of the US dollar. Now, I know that might not sound like a lot, but that has humongous implications going forward, and we'll dive into that. Before we get there, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. It has been doing fantastic, as we'll talk about in my portfolio, and then the US government and Elizabeth Warren, they are once again going after crypto, so we'll talk about that. Before we get there, let's talk about the portfolio. If you're new to the channel, this is something I do every single video, give you a quick overview of my portfolio, the good, the bad, the indifferent, and let's check it out. Right now I'm at about $24,395, and over the past couple weeks, Bitcoin has been in the up and right, which is what I want to see continuously. Good and bad, because I am trying to average into one full BTC. I'm still getting there. I am officially at 0.6, so I'm definitely over the hump right now. I just got to keep grinding it out to get there. And I do like this updated portfolio tracker from coin market cap. As you can see here, there's the chart off to the left, and as you can see as well, my portfolio has been up and to the right since 2023 started, which is pretty awesome, because I don't think we're officially in a bull market yet, but as you can see, everything has been doing fantastic. And then off to the right, you can see the overall allocation. A majority of that is Bitcoin, but I am a-okay with that. Like I said, trying to average in, it's the only one that is in the green right now. I also have Ethereum. I'm going to start averaging into that after I get my full Bitcoin, and then the rest is a bunch of altcoins. I have a little paper, which is USDT right now, and then Cardano, Near, Optimism, and the Relio network. If you're interested in those, check out my previous videos as to what I'm doing with that, just to keep this nice and short. With that, let's dig into it. So as you saw with my portfolio, Bitcoin is the only thing that's in the green right now, and it has been doing absolutely fantastic this year. So the Bitcoin price jumps above $28,000 after 1.5K BTC shorts blown out. So a lot of people were expecting BTC just to crater and crash right again. They were 100% wrong, and because of that, whenever a lot of people degen into a certain idea and it goes the other way, that's when we have these massive green candles, as you can see here. So that's kind of what we're experiencing right now, and it's, like I said, good for the portfolio. I do not do these huge shorts and these huge call options, but I am just taking my time to average into BTC every single day, because I do think we are still very early, or maybe not very, very early, but we are still early into what potentially could be something very big. So that's the Bitcoin, and you can also see here that Bitcoin storms towards its strongest quarter in 2 years with a 72% jump, which is outperforming NASDAQ and gold. So the traditional finance options that everyone always recommends, you want to make sure you're in the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, gold, silver, it's all being beaten out by Bitcoin, which is very fantastic once again for the portfolio. So it's currently at above 28,000, and a lot of experts, crypto experts, everyone was calling BTC to go down to 10K, and a lot of people were waiting to buy into it until it hit that magic 10K number. Turns out we never got there, and we did get down to about 15,000, but if you just take your time and dollar cost average every single day like myself, then you can get some of the highs, some of the lows, and it all balances out, and your portfolio will be in the green. So that's what I want to talk about with Bitcoin. Now let's move on to this big news that is somewhat cryptocurrency related, but it's also very, very big geopolitics related, and geopolitics plays into money and finance, so it is very important to stay on top of that. And China just completed its first yuan settled liquid natural gas trade, and if you're unfamiliar with this, most of the utility, the gas, the oil, it's traded in US dollars and settled in US dollars, and that is one of the reasons why the US dollar is still the global reserve currency, and that's the reason why the US dollar can still print every single year. The budget increases somehow, even though the GDP doesn't necessarily increase, but it's our way, or I am American, so it's the US way of being able to continue to print money by being that global supply. The global reserve currency, excuse me. And as you can see here, right now, the US dollar is still dominating the global reserve. And because up until this time, they were doing all of the gas settlements, all of the oil settlements, and the Japanese yen is not far behind, the euro's not far behind, and then the Chinese yuan is there, and it is growing, and it has become a powerhouse over the past couple years, and not only the Chinese yuan, but the entire BRICS country. And I think BRICS will be more and more used in the next coming months and years because they are becoming more dominant, which is, if you hold US dollars or are just, a holder of a lot of US dollars, that is not necessarily good because that could lead to inflation, hyperinflation, and recessions and depressions. Lots of bad things happening if the US dollar and the US economy stays the way it is, especially if other countries are starting to walk into what previously was the petrodollar. Because like I said, everything was settled in US dollars. So if China continues with this and moves on and does more trading in liquid natural gas and does more trading in oil, then that could mean a lot of bad things. It could forecast a lot of bad things for the future. So I did want to bring that up so everyone is in the know for what is happening in the background, because that potentially could lead to inflation, which if you are a Bitcoin holder or a hard asset holder, that would be good for hard assets, not good for holders of US dollars. Last thing I want to talk about is Elizabeth Warren. I'll keep this one short because the video is getting a little bit longer, but Elizabeth Warren and some of the Senate, some of the US government, they are pushing to ban your crypto wallet. And once again, this is just pushing everyone away from crypto. And that's what the SEC is trying to do. Not every single government official. There is a split, which is good. Some people are all about Bitcoin and they want Bitcoin mining in their state. They want all of that industry in their state so that they can get the revenue from it. Some people like Elizabeth Warren, they are very anti-crypto. Very crypto is bad for the environment. Very crypto is all about money laundering. So that is why she and other members are trying to ban it or just make it more difficult for wallet creators and other software companies in crypto to continue to do what they do without registering with the US government. So I just want to let you know this hasn't really progressed far, but this is just the headline news. So if more and more news continues to come out of this, because as we still kind of are in that crypto winter, that's when the SEC and the US government are trying to slam crypto the hardest. I will let everyone know if there's any updates with this. But as we know, the overall crypto market has been going up and down, wild swings. If you're interested in what I am buying, I do have a Patreon link in the description below. If not, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next one.